Hi everyone, and welcome to our latest webinar, Microsoft Commerce for Retail. My name is Gareth Boyle, the Marketing Manager for Microsoft here at Fusion 5, and I'm joined today by Industry Director Lead for F&O, Tom Veach, and Team Lead for F&O, Manoj Tirukoti. Before we kick off, just a couple of bits of housekeeping. At the end of the session today, we'll host a brief Q&A, so if you do have any questions, please feel free to ask them via the top right-hand corner of your browser, and we'll address them in the final 10 minutes. We'll also share a copy of today's recording after the session is concluded. So with that out of the way, let's kick things off with our first speaker, Tom.
Thanks, Gareth. G'day, everybody. Welcome to this session today. I've got a little video that I'm going to play first before we get into the actual demo, and we've got a bit of a slide deck, and then from there we're going to drop into a demo of the actual product. So here's a little demo, a little video. So I'm just going to hit play.
Microsoft Commerce is more than just a shopping cart. It's a complete commerce solution that integrates with your existing Microsoft products and services. With Microsoft Commerce, you can create and customize your store's design, add products, manage your orders, update inventories, and track your sales. Plus, with built-in SEO tools, social media integration, and loyalty programs, you'll attract and retain more customers. You can even fast-track click and collect services. Plus, with the addition of Microsoft Copilot, your AI assistant, you can quickly generate engaging content for your e-commerce websites. Microsoft Commerce is your 24/7 salesperson, giving customers the ability to purchase when, how, and where they want on any device by delivering a frictionless experience across online and offline channels. Contact Fusion 5 to book in a free demonstration of Dynamics 365 Commerce in action today.
Excellent. So now we'll just head to the next slide.
Is more than just a shopping cart.
Just 1 second. So that's just a little brief video that we did on commerce, and now what we're going to do is we're going to get into a bit of a slide deck, and we're going to talk about the unified commerce. Okay, so unified commerce that Microsoft Platform provides is it is all one system. So we have a golden customer record that is presented either in the storefront, in the back end of finance and operations, or even on the e-commerce platform as that golden customer record. And it allows us to ensure that the customer recognition from where they purchase all the way through. So what helps companies, what we help companies is turn this, which is where we've got our commerce, sales, marketing, service, all in this maze of products, and we're going to then bring it all together through the commerce platform and bring in one commerce platform, introducing the headless commerce engine, the headquarters, and the Microsoft 365 ERP. Now, what does that mean? What is the headless commerce? How does that work? Well, the headless commerce, you need that platform to create that integration into any other commerce platform, i.e., we can have a headless commerce, and you can use it to provide inventory levels and inventory information to external applications, or you can couple it with the headquarters, where we can actually control our store sales, our orders. We can have our supply chain delivery coming in to that commerce platform. So that's a quick overview of that. And then when we talk about the headless commerce engine and headquarters and D365, we've got our in-store, bricks and mortar store, all talking to the headless commerce with our POS systems out the front there. Then we can have our the customer can go online and place an order and do click and collect. We have call center functionality all built into that one commerce platform. Digital commerce, global accessible e-commerce storefronts. We have that social integration with social media, marketplace. And these are all key elements that can be integrated or used with the Dynamics 365 Commerce. Then we have our front people on the front. We can have our store clerk who can take the orders through the commerce platform. We have our bots and our virtual agents, where the customer can go online and they can interact with a AI agent that's going to help them select the right product that they're looking for. And then we have our service reps that can go out in the field and actually visit your customers with a tablet and order on behalf through the commerce platform. And then it delivers a unified commerce solution. And that's the key to this, the golden customer record. One customer record that flows all the way through to your bricks and mortar POS store, to your B2B commerce platform or your B2C commerce platform, or into your F&O environment through your call center management. So you have that golden customer record, a unified commerce solution. And it's all based on the Azure global infrastructure. So the whole platform is based on the Azure platform, giving us reliability and the perfect platform. Now, when we talk about the D365 Commerce, we can have that commerce scale unit sitting in located, and we can have all these different connections going into it from your pop-up stores. You know, you might be at an event where you want to run a single pop-up store. It will connect into your commerce platform. We can do offline commerce call center unit, where in a store where you've got poor internet, where you can have an on-prem e-commerce, a commerce scale unit that can support your transactions. And even if the store goes offline, we can still function as a site. And then when the store comes back online again, it will just synchronize those orders back up into the cloud and into your ERP system. Just an example of some of the verticals that the Microsoft Commerce platform is in. You know, you can see we've got automotive all the way through to furnitures and fixtures, you know, pet and outdoor. So there's a lot of names, well-known names here, that are currently utilizing the Dynamics Commerce platform, whether it's a headless commerce or whether it's a full suite, you know, with the front commerce, e-commerce shop, all the way through to whether it's the bricks and mortar. And you can see some major players in this market here. Now, what we're going to do in this presentation is my colleague Manoj is going to very shortly run through some scenarios in the commerce platform, just to give you a bit of an idea. We've built a demo site. It's connected to finance and operations in the back end. And what he's going to do is he's going to bring up the site and just give you an example. Now, this site is an out of the box. What you see here is pretty much nothing developed or built. It's just an out of the box e-commerce platform that we've built. We're not going to dive into the POS system today, but we're going to just show the B2B commerce, and we're going to show you the functionality of AI in that commerce. So the scenarios that we're going to run through is, as you see here, first we've got Sam Peters. He's works for 4 Wheel Drive Sales AU, and he's going to be purchasing orders through the commerce platform. He's going to be looking at his accounts. He's going to be looking at his team access, and he's going to be looking up stock in that system. Now, after that, we are then going to show what the call center agent looks like, you know, where we jump into a call center and we can see that same area. Now, I'll bring up that area. I want to show you within the F&O environment how we can have Copilot helping us with our customers in that area. And then what we're going to go into the B2B commerce site management. So through this process, we're going to have Manoj is going to show us how the commerce site is built and how we can actually manage it from the back end. Because remember, this is all one platform, and we're going to show you the power of Copilot in helping us build this site. And then we're going to look at, or we're going to talk about how we can actually have what we call on behalf ordering. Now, what does this mean? This means that we've got we've gone out on site to our customer's site. We've got a tablet, and the customer wants us to order some stock for him on behalf. So we can actually log into the e-commerce platform and place orders on behalf of him through the commerce platform, which makes it so much easier for our retailers, our sellers out in the field. And then that's going to bring us to the conclusion of the demo. So what we'll do here is I'll stop sharing and I will pass it over to Manoj, and he will now present from his side.
Thank you, Tom. Good day, guys. I hope everyone can hear me.
Yep, we're good, Manoj.
All right. Thank you for that, Tom. Hi, I'm Manoj. I am a solution architect at Fusion 5. I help deliver commerce solutions across the ANZ region. As Tom alluded to, today we're going to talk about the B2B. We're first going to talk about the B2B solution and how it's easy for a customer to come into the portal and place orders. So here we've built a website that's leveraging off the Microsoft's AdventureWorks theme. And it's a default site that allows B2B users to come in and interact with the finance and operations solution. So Debbie is going to have her own login to log into the B2B portal. Debbie is a purchasing officer. And right off the bat, you can see that Debbie has her own dashboard, a home page that quickly summarizes her profile, her address, a wish list, her invoices, her credit, her order templates, and her organization users. We're going to dive into each one of these as we go through the demo. Firstly, the profile. Debbie has access to manage her profile, which means she can really go and look at what her phone number is and allow any name edits, and also allow her to edit her email address. And if there's any personalizations that Debbie would like access to, that she can manage as well. Debbie can also manage her addresses. In a true B2B world, there's always a corporate head office, which then has multiple subsidiaries in different parts of the country. So Debbie, being an admin, can choose all the addresses that she can have her orders delivered to. For example, Debbie could be placed out of the Sydney head office, and she could place orders for her warehouse in Melbourne, or for one of the sites in Perth. So here she can go and edit and add and remove addresses. Now it's important to remember that these are all live addresses as they exist in D365. And also it goes back to the point that Tom was talking about the golden customer record. So this is not an independent database that hosts Debbie's addresses. These sync live back into the back office or the F&O Commerce head office, and it's a live representation of Debbie's addresses. Moving on, Debbie also has access to view her invoices. In a traditional ERP scenario, there's a lot of relationship that Debbie would have developed with the accounts receivable team of the company selling the goods to her. But with the B2B portal, Debbie can have minimal contact with the AR team. She can manage her own invoices, she can view her own invoices, and she can also view what's paid and unpaid, and also make payments of the invoices by herself. More often than not, Debbie also has to reorder a lot of items, and also Debbie would want to review some of the orders that her colleagues are placing before they actually turn up into orders. Debbie has access to order templates. These are pre-defined shopping carts that anyone in Debbie's organization can create and save against the organization. Debbie has access to view these order templates and place orders against these order templates. So these really help in Debbie functioning as a B2B purchasing officer to quickly place orders. One has to remember that in a traditional B2B scenario, the customer, when they log in, knows exactly what they want. They know the SKUs that they're here to purchase. So B2B commerce portal is all about making that purchasing experience as quickly and seamlessly as possible, also reducing the number of clicks between finding the product and actually placing the order. So let's go ahead and actually place an order. As you can see, Debbie's starting to search for the product that she wants. Quickly, she's presented with 3 products, all derived from the search text that we put in here. This search is powered by Azure Cognitive Search. It is real time, and it's very quick. It also picks up any suggestions on the categories that Debbie has access to, any keywords that I defined on the product. For example, I could have a black bar defined as a keyword on the protector black steel bull bar, and the moment I search for black, that it would turn up. The protector black steel bar would turn up. So in this case, I've started to type for steel. I'm presented with this. Debbie can go and pick up the protector steel bar. And this is what we call the product details page. Debbie knows the price of the item. It's also important to remember that B2B is very transactional, as in, unlike B2C traditionally, where pricing is sort of universal for any customer who logs in, B2B is very tailored and caters to pricing per legal entity or per customer that is logged into the system. What you see here is Debbie's personal pricing, and it's not the list pricing that is generically available on the product. Debbie can also see the stock for the warehouse that we've configured as the parent warehouse for Debbie, and she can put in the quantity that she wants to purchase. So I'm just going to go back to the search bar. What Debbie can also do is do a keyword search on steel. And it presents every product that has that keyword on that particular search string. So she can do a quick view. She can browse through the product, add it to bag, and move on to checkout. So it's all about making Debbie's customer journey very quick and easy. Debbie's come in with a mindset where she knows what she wants to buy. She spent a few minutes just searching for the product, and she's ready to check out. She's put in a delivery option. Most of the B2B purchases are always accompanied with a customer PO reference. So she puts in a customer reference here and the requisition 001. Debbie is allowed to transact on account. She's got balance pending. Save and continue and place order. So you can see here, within a few clicks, Debbie was able to find the product, browse the product, add it to the bag, and as well as checkout. This makes Debbie's interaction very seamless, and she's no longer having to send emails, follow up on orders, call the service line to understand where her order is. Once she's placed the order, Debbie also has access to order history. So here's a list of all the orders Debbie's placed. As you can see, the one that we just created is not yet available because it hasn't synced to back office yet. But a previous order that Debbie's placed is in back office, and she can view what the customer reference is, what the requisition is. She can also view the details of the order. As you can see that there's a delivery pending on this item. It's still in processing mode, how she paid for that order, etc. She also has access to buy any previous purchase, buy all the items from any previous purchase through this button here. One of the things that Debbie also can do is manage the users within her organization. On her homepage, Debbie has access to organization users. And these are all the users in Debbie's organization. She can go in and either add a new user or manage an existing user and set spending limits on that particular user. So in a nutshell, what this really allows Debbie to do is be self-sufficient, not have many interactions with the customer support team to place her orders. And once the order is placed, keep the tracking and the order history information, the contact between them and the customer service team to a minimum. And Debbie becomes self-sufficient, hence promoting order placement and less focus on actual order support. All right, I hand it over to you, Tom, to talk about the call center piece.
Excellent.
Excellent. Thank you. I'll just throw my camera on and I'll just share my screen. So what I'm going to do here is just present my desktop. So here we have call center. Well, actually, it's Dynamics Finance and Operations, and I'm actually in a sales order here, which is the bull bar that Manoj was just talking about. But what I just want to show you here is we now have this new functionality here, which is called Copilot. Okay, now Copilot is the AI, and from within the Copilot, I can actually go in here, and I'll just give you an example. This is something I built for another customer. I can go in here and put together a request. So I want to look for Bosch brakes. So what it's going to do is it's going to say, hey, what's the name of your make of your vehicle? So yep, it's going to be Ford. So I go, yep, that's what I want. Now it's asking me the model. So I'm just going to select the FT. And what it's going to do is ask me for the year. So 2024. Oh, got a double 2 in there, so it wouldn't have liked that. 2024 and hit enter. Now, what it's going to do is it's actually going to bring up some Bosch brakes. And in this example here, I've actually got this link that I've built into the system that's going to go take me directly to a product on a website. Oh, look at that. Wonderful. The website's down right now. But you can see that we can actually, from Copilot, we can actually build in the information. So I'll give you another example. So in this particular one, I've built in I've told Copilot to go and look at all my safety documents around air conditioning. So if I go and type in there regas, okay, and what it's going to do is it's actually going to go and look at all of the documents that I have in my system around regassing air conditioning systems. And it's going to come back and tell me what I need to do to make sure that it is correct. And this is the power of Copilot, the ability to link us through there. So from the call center, I could have actually gone and placed an order from that link back into our site and flowed it back into F&O. So that's a very quick overview of call center. What I'll do now is Manoj is going to take you through the back end of F&O through the site builder and for the commerce platform. So Manoj, I'll just pass that back to you.
Excellent. Thank you, Tom. So in our demo just now, we saw how Debbie could interact with the commerce platform. But the building blocks that went on to actually presenting to Debbie is Site Builder. Now, Site Builder is a platform that helps us maintain sites. For example, the product details page that we saw in the B2B portal is maintained through Site Builder, and Site Builder is made up of many components. Each and every element within Site Builder corresponds to a particular container that I can manage. I also want to talk about AI within Site Builder, and we'll get to that in a moment. All right. So let's take the home page, for example. Apologies, folks. We are at a very remote site and we're having some internet issues. All right. So going back, this is what we call Site Builder, and within Site Builder, it gives you the ability to maintain your website. So traditionally, when you deploy a website, changes to the website is not something that is configurable. You'll have to involve a developer, you'll have to have a web designer put in, and then only then you can make changes to the website. With the commerce solution, with the e-commerce solution from Microsoft, you can maintain certain elements of the website, which means your marketing team within your organization can make changes to the website by themselves, and they can be self-sufficient as well. In our case, we'll look at the example of Debbie's homepage. Just give that a minute to load. All right. Apologies, I was in the wrong homepage. All right, my account need to be. So there we go. So we've got the homepage that we just saw. Yeah, it's a like-for-like mimic, and let's presume in our case, Debbie doesn't need access to catalogs because we're not really controlling what Debbie can purchase, but we're more controlling on what products Debbie can purchase to the website. All right. So if I don't need to show this across the website, me as a marketing manager would just come in and edit the homepage. and delete that particular tile. I could also go on to add modules, and there's a bunch of out-of-the-box modules that are available that you can add on to the homepage, and they are very specific to each page that you want to address. For example, here you would want to add the order history tab. You just go there and add that particular module to the homepage. So what this allows you is to control the different elements that make up the page and not really rely on APIs or development to showcase certain features within your website. Just going to go ahead and delete that. And we're going to save, finish it, and post. You can publish the changes either right away, or you can publish them at a future date. And before you publish, you'd want to preview your website. The preview mode allows you to preview your website, share a link to the preview to the marketing manager before you actually publish the website. So you could share this link for someone to review and approve before the publish take place. And you can see here that catalogs is no longer visible under Debbie's homepage. Moreover, as we've published, the changes are almost instant. And when Debbie refreshes her screen, catalogs are no longer visible to Debbie. And one of the cool features that you can do in Commerce, and the site management not only applies to a single page, you can pretty much do that to any page on your website. So what that translates to is all of these pages where I've got different sections being shown. I could go and manage these myself. I could go and add content. I could put in promotional material. I could showcase a bunch of promotions on the website as well. And all of that is configurable. I'm going to pick up one of my favorite key pieces, which is a B2C website here. So here we have a B2C website, and as most of you might already be aware, B2C is all about catering to individual customer. And here's where you can leverage Copilot. And a lot of you who might be across Copilot already, Copilot allows you to generate content dynamically. So I've got a dress here, Winnie dress, that I'd like to showcase on my B2C website. I've got by default some content in here, and I'd like to change this content. And me as a content specialist, I want to have some base template on which I can then develop and then publish on the website. I go in on the product, I click on its specification. Click on edit, and then create content. Here's where you can leverage Copilot, and Copilot is hooked on to Dynamics, where it can get information on price, dimensions. If you've got various dimensions such as color as well, you can include them, and product attributes. In this case, I want to include the cleaning method, the search keywords, and certain specifications in generating my content. And I can give it an instruction for it to go generate me some content. Description. Create a description in 500 words. Now it goes away. Picks up all the information that I've given it. Now you've got to remember that the price and dimensions are coming in from D365. So it's not like you're retyping the price and retyping the product attributes. It's dynamically getting them from D365, and it's created a nice little blurb for us, which I can then edit and publish on my website. Now, what I can also do if I do not like the response is tweak to a target audience. So this dress, I do not want it to cater to working professionals, or I would want it to cater to working professionals as well as adventure seekers, as well as luxury shoppers. The tone, informative, exciting, but I'd like it to be just informative and luxurious. I can then make it shorter or longer. In this case, I'd want to make it a little shorter and then update. It takes these parameters as input, goes away, and generates content for me. And then I can use this response to then publish on my website. Now, the big picture here is that organizations hire several teams, if not tens and 20 member teams, to go create contents that are specific to products within that are to be showcased on the B2C website. With Copilot, you're making your life a lot more easier to maintain these contents. And all you've got to do is let Copilot go away, generate this content for you, and then you tweak them based on the parameters that you want. If you look at this specific case here, it's taken the price also into account when it's generated its content. It's taken the fact that this is machine wash compatible as well. And it's also taken into consideration that the dress is available at different sizes, from XS to XXL. Finish reading. Copilot is also SEO compatible, which means the content generated is automatically indexed in SEO. And then I finish my editing. And publish it on the website. And if I've got to take a quick preview. All right, cool. And that's it. Tom, over to you.
Excellent. Thanks,
Excellent.
Manoj.
Thanks, Manoj. Let me just share my screen. So what I'm going to talk about now is the use of Microsoft Clarity. Now, whenever you build a commerce site, you need the ability to monitor what's going on with your site, how your site's performing. Is it getting the impact? Are people actually finding their way through the site? And in some cases, helping people with their site. Now, Microsoft have this product called Microsoft Clarity, and it's a really good piece of kit. We add some scripts into the site based on what through the site builder, and it starts to capture everything that's going on the site. And what you can see here is the dashboard that I've got on the screen here, and it's just giving me a snapshot of what's going on, where people are at. You know, there's 8 people that are in the sessions of logins. You know, there's add to the cart, there's 4 sessions. It tells me how my site's performing, you know, where there's problems within the site. It tells me how my people are going on the site. So, you know, 1.72% of people have had rage clicks on the site. You know, then we've had people that have dead clicks and so on. Now, even more than that, I can actually go and have a look and see how I've got these 2 live users on the site. I can actually go to my recordings and I can click on live users and I can see people actually on the site. So I can click on the site and I can actually go play, and it will play back what's actually going on the site. So I can see where people are having problems, if any problems at all, you know, how they're going through the site. I can actually test, you know, watch them actually go through it and place the order. And if a customer's ringing up and saying, hey, look, I'm hitting a 404 error or something like that where I can't get to the site, through this Clarity, I can actually go and have a look and see what's going on and see how they're clicking it. Now, further to that, I can actually go and look at all the recordings, okay, and even go back in history and have a look at all the recordings for the site. So we've got 1 live user on there at the moment, but I can actually go back even further and say, pick up that one there and have a look at it and go, right, let's click on play and let's see what they've actually been doing on the site. And we'll start to see the people navigate through the site as I hit play. I do actually have to hit play. And you can see they're going to log in, they're putting in their username, password, and see we're protecting that information so that we can't actually see what's going on. And it's basically gone in. Now, I can now also go and use Copilot and tell it to give me an insight into what's actually taking place. So now what Copilot's doing is it's going and reviewing what took place on the site and actually is now giving me a bit of a review. So it gives me great tools on how to manage my site and see what's going on. And you know, with Dynamics Commerce, you don't have to just stick to Clarity. You can use Google Analytics. You can use a lot of SOE applications to help build your site and manage your site because it is fully compliant in that aspect. The Dynamics Commerce platform is built on React Java, okay, as being the language that it's built on. And we have in between that, we have what we call the call center, as I said, sorry, the call server. Which is the retail call server. It's the integration layer that automatically integrates orders backwards and forwards between the site. and your ERP system, and it's all can be managed through cascading styling sheets, so you can, when you build your site. But I'll just go back to my platform here, and I'll just go back, and you'll see here I've got quite a few different sites that I've got in here, that demo sites that we've got, and you can see you can have multiple sites running under this environment. And that's the conclusion of our demonstration today of Dynamics Commerce. Gareth?
Nice one, Tom. Hey, thank you very much to both our presenters there. If you're coming in late during the presentation at all today, do not sweat. We will be sharing a copy of the recording as well as the video that we've played up front. But we do want to thank you all for coming and your attendance today, and we will see you on the next event. Take care, everyone.
Thank you.